Well, I don't think I have to explain it even further. You guys could already see what we're having here. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to swap parts between the new models DW-5900 watch and also the vintage DW-5900 models. The age gap between these two models is almost 27 years old, up to date, meaning it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the interior build changed throughout the years. And I'm also going to try to swap parts between here and here, which I'm pretty sure will be coming handy in the near future, just in case Casio stop making the parts anymore. At least we know where to find them. So let's begin. Beginning with the hard case, as you get to see, the one on the vintage model has some sort of gloss finish around it, whereas the newer list, the reissued model, have the matte finish. That's that, and the glass looks the same. The faceplate looks to be built in a similar way, where if you want to remove this, you're gonna need to punch it out all the way to the front. But if you look on the inside, the side cushioning on recent release models has this plastic resin, which is hard, not as cushiony as the one on the vintage model. For the engine though, since it has the cushioning around here, it makes the module looks a little bit bigger. Other than that, I guess they are almost the same, but the shape aren't the same at all. The one on the reissued has a rounded shape, the one over here is squared in shape with a lot of lines to indicate where things should goes. And I gotta say, this one looks a lot better in terms of the overall build quality. Let me try to remove the side cushioning first so you guys could see it better. Don't worry, touching your module won't damage them at all. I've done this so many times. I don't know, I already disassembled like more than 100 G-shocks this year, not even to the end of the year yet. We are looking at month of July right now as I'm filming this video, and I already do the same thing over and over again. And so far from my experience doing this don't damage your watch, assuming you will wipe up all of your fingerprints before you reassemble them back. And there you go, almost the same size, but this one looks a little bit bigger. There's 4 screws to lock the display panel from the front. From the back as well, there are 4 more screws to lock the module into place, where the one on the recent model or the reissued version comes in a little bit more simpler construction, where everything is just clipped on the side. So the battery is still the same as CR2016, and if you look over here, this one has Malaysia sign down there, whereas this one will have Casio China sign down there. I believe this is how Casio are able to reduce the cost, even though these two modules was made in different factory, different time really. This one was made 27 years ago, this one was made today, and the price are almost the same, so that's good for Casio, I would say that. Right now the back cushioning on the vintage model is really like their advertisement, where they have this cushioning point on top. There you go, all this bulge. But from the reissued model, it's just a piece of resin plastic like this, and there's still some cushioning points, but I don't know, it's feel a little bit stiffer in comparison to this. But I don't think this is gonna be a huge problem at all, because we all know that the back cushion really comes from the watch band, which is still on the same size, where you could swap them. But for the watch bezel, let me try to plug it in, the newer release one into this vintage one, if the buttons could even fit. Seems like it is impossible to do so. There we go. As you can see, the buttons placement somehow placed a little bit further apart towards one another, which means recent release bezel couldn't fit on vintage hard case. So that is unfortunate. Lucky for me, this bezel is still holding up very well, so I don't have to worry about damaging it. Even if you look at it from this angle, you can see that the button is placed further apart. I mean, you cannot use newer release parts on vintage G-Shock watch on this DW-5900 models. I don't have to try this one over here because we all know how that goes already. Next, let's test the hard case for the size. I gotta say, if you place them side by side like this, they look like they are from the same size, although this one looks a little bit thicker, the vintage one. But yeah, even from this angle, you can see that it fits perfectly. So the bezel could fit technically, but the button placement are the same. Okay, now I've made a conclusion. So if you have a vintage DW-5900 model, a perfectly working one, but you cannot find the parts, especially the bezel, all you have to do is buy this new release version, take the side cushioning, take the module, take the glass, take the faceplate, take the back plate and all, take all this, move them in this new hard case. Just basically what you're doing, just swapping this hard case alone, and then you're good to go. Meaning you're gonna need to sacrifice this and also this parts, but well, this one is a lot more superior anyway in comparison to the reissued version, so it's up to you guys. You guys need to decide that on your own. I guess from this disassembly process alone, I could already know what to expect in the near future. What do I have to do just in case any problem occurs in any one of these models, and I hope you guys learn the same thing as well. As far as the module construction, I gotta say they should looks well, they would be exactly similar as other vintage or reissued version models and this price range. You guys could check my other video and you'll understand what I mean already. I don't have to go along disassembling all this. Maybe I could, but well, not important anymore. Okay guys, that should sums it all. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to let me check what's inside even further, if you have any comment, any questions, let me know down in the comment section as well. Thank you very much for watching. This is gshock.